finally got my boy back online. We're gonna talk about this plea deal, man. Thugger, man.
I
What
heard
you
people
think
say
about that?
I heard people say today that that was the worstest deal that you could ever sign, man, in the history of crime. Period.
Right. It might be another scenario to that though, because his dad spoke, and his dad said that just straight out he's campaigning for this other district attorney, man. I think the last name Kramer. But the thing is, he said that they try to extort him, man. They extorted him, man. His dad, and he's not. He wasn't with that, man. He wanted him to fight. However, he's respecting his decision. I mean, because what
Right.
else? The lawyers couldn't do nothing about it. When it comes down to it, you know, your attorneys could advise you one way, but you're left with the decision though to make.
Can you understand his feeling though? Like, man, he been in
Well,
there what
well,
60 months or some shit like that.
it's a
That's
messed up thing, bro. It's a messed up thing. But you know what? I've been through a situation where I had to take a non-contest plea, and in the non-contest plea, man, it's as simple as this: you don't have to. You're not guilty. You're not innocent, and you for surely don't have to get up there and say you're guilty. You get what I mean? So
is that when they say no contest? Like when they ask you
right,
to plead? Okay.
right. And so like with that, it's what you make it. I was in a situation. They told me like, don't do no same or similar for the next 2 years. Don't get in no trouble. I couldn't get in no trouble for the next 2 years. Not that I was looking to get in any trouble. I just had to be extra cautious though for 2 years.
Is that what they would be calling like the joint suspension, like the joint suspension sentence or something like that?
I think that end up it kind of routes to that because whatever was hanging over your head when that is met, whatever's met with that agreement, it goes away pretty much. So they told him he got to stay out of trouble for 15 years. He got to stay out of trouble for 15. He pretty much got disappeared for 15 years, man. And not
They,
like that, but out of what he knew, the
well,
normal
they
circle.
said they said something about if he has an encounter with the police, that could violate his probation or whatever.
Yeah, but that's not just any type of encounter. That's like not no traffic stop. A situation. It has to be like something that you're involved with that's like deemed a crime. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
That will that will lie on that. You know what I mean? He just got to stay out of trouble, bro, for 15 years. I mean,
Hey, what do you think about when they say that he may run into a problem when it comes back to like his drug addiction? You know what I'm saying? What do you think about that?
when it comes back to his what?
His drug addiction. You know, he had a pill problem when he before
Nah,
he went to
you know
jail.
what? You know what? He been clean for the last 2 years. He got that pill shit up out of system, I believe.
Yeah, and it's hard too. You see,
It's
like,
hard. It was hard, but he was young. He's younger. He was younger. He's 32 now. When he went in, he was what 30. He kicked that. He kicked that man. I didn't
yeah,
see it on him. I
I
didn't
heard
see like he had that monkey on his back.
it only take like 7 days to kick it, but that's like they say that shit is like the hardest 7 days of your life, bro.
Yeah, but getting it. What's up? What's up, Alan? Pot, yeah, for sure. Only thing, man. Um, that's why he's moving to California, man. Because like Alan said, Pot, he won't get in trouble for that in California under parole or probation. That won't be deemed anything illegal. So he'll be good on the West Coast. It's best he do got Atlanta because he's a target. You
Hey,
know,
not if he moves to California. Oh, I heard Wack today say that the
I'll
best
try
place,
pins. Yeah,
huh?
the pins are cool. The pins are cool. I'm just not an oil burner though. I'm not sold completely on the oil. That's all. But it's to each his own though.
I heard Wack say today that the best place as far as his career wise would be for him to
Right.
move to Florida.
Yeah, but I appreciate you tapping in though. I say
Oh
follow,
yeah, yeah,
subscribe. You know.
yeah. Follow my boy, man. He got a good thing going over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, follow my boy over here too. Awkward Beginnings. You know.
Hey, so look, let me
Watch
ask you some questions, man. Like,
Terrifier 3. Now I'm not even familiar with that. It's a new movie. Yeah, go ahead.
all right, toward the end of this case, man, what like did it kind of did you feel like he was going to beat this case, or did it kind of make you nervous a little bit?
Well, he
When it
won.
comes
He
down,
won. He won. It's just that it wasn't free. You know, if you peep this, everybody's plea agreement, they gave out number time. Blah, 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 5 years on this, 5 years on that. His came with that, but it came with fines. $25,000 fine for this, $25,000 fine for that situation. He got some fines, bro. And then on top of that, she ordered that he do shows for Crime Stoppers
yeah, four concerts per year, a year,
per year.
like that's
No
crazy,
charge.
bro.
No charge. And it's
Hey,
not it's
but
not it's not shows, it's just awareness. She wants them to go out there and speak on gangs and do some type of awareness. But you know what? I mean, when you're ordered to do community service, bro, and it's under their stipulations, that's what you gotta do.
you remember when Meek Mill's case came up, and they really like did him dirty. She was trying. For one, it was
Try
for
coughing it
one.
out and make a ocean shape with your mouth and put your lips over your teeth and light cough.
What the
Say
hell?
light cough. I don't know nothing about that.
Wow, what the heck is he talking about, bro?
I don't
No,
know.
but you remember with Meek Mill's case, right? They were like really
Right.
doing Meek Mill dirty, man. The judge had basically told him, she basically booked him for some events on her, on her watch. You know what I'm saying? She told
Right,
him
right.
like, you got to come to my event.
Oh, you talking about hold it in? That's what you saying, huh? Nah, this ain't no tobacco. Mm, yep.
No, but that judge that Meek Mill had, she she ended up getting in trouble behind that because she was trying to line up her pockets, like booking him
Right.
at an event to where he would go and perform for free, and she would get paid for it. And
Mm.
she ended up getting in trouble for it. You know what I'm saying? And they ended up redoing his whole case. You know what I'm saying?
One thing I could say about this judge though, bro, she wasn't no dummy. However, she recognized he had talent. She
Right.
did say that.
And she
She did say that.
remember what she said. She said, "Man, you have the ability to change a lot of people's lives, and
Right,
you
right,
know you can really go out there and use your talent to help other people stay out of trouble and stuff." But
right, 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 right,
you know what I don't like about the law, man? It's just like, all right, you say I did this, fine and dandy. Why are we in competition with my you know with my punishment? Why is there a competition? You want me to do this,
right, 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 right,
and you know what I'm saying? And it's more like torture at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
that's just a little weird to me, bro. What you feel about that?
What do you mean, like torture? Like far as what?
Like it's like like okay, come on, man. Like we know some of that stuff he didn't do was wrong, and it seemed like at some particular time that the district attorney office is like they're in competition to be making money off of your failure. You know what I'm saying?
Right, 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 right,
And
right.
and it feels like tug of war. You want me to
I'm
do
gonna
this,
play this
that, and the
video.
third.
I'm gonna play this video of his what his pop said, man. And
All
I'll
right, yeah,
post it
play it.
y'all later on in a second here. But I'm gonna play this video, man, real quick. This pop said he had some key points, man. He had some valid points he made, man. You know, Pops ain't no fool, man.
Yeah, let's check it out.
You know what I mean? He's a real one at that too. You could tell. with somatic workouts. Okay. Okay, your body been transformed. His father would like to say a few words. His father, Jeffrey Williams Sr., would like to say a few words. You can look at me or whoever asks you a question. Don't make no difference. Nope, you're just trying to talk. I'll ask you a question. This is Pops right here. Yeah, so if you just lower your I'm gonna set the phone down and play the video though.
Okay.
Well, I was kind of off behind it because I was in agreement with Brian and Keith. Just keep fighting. You know what I'm saying? It's make them continue to embarrass themselves. You know, but at the same token, my son is I've never tried it.
Hey, you hear what he said though?
Yeah.
He said he wanted to keep fighting and make them and show that they they was embarrassing themselves. Keep that going.
I feel with his decisions, I just try to give him the knowledge of making the best decision that he sees fit for him. And I support it. I feel great that he's going home. I feel great that he's going home, but at the same token, I still wanted to fight. But that's his decision. That's his decision. So on the other hand, I raised him to be the man.
You hear what he said?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, he basically he didn't want him to give up.
Right.
That he is. You know, I've always been in his life from a pup to now. And I'm going to continue to be in his life. You know, and as an adult, he has to make his own decision. You know? Yes, I do. I'm totally against that because this is where he's from. You know, and to have a district attorney take that away from him that isn't a resident from here. She's from another state. You know,
And see, we was talking about the other day, man, about people that are from somewhere that are local natives versus non-residents.
They don't understand what a person's going through in that actual town. You know what I'm saying?
And that it's really from. They're born and raised from there, never been nowhere else.
They don't know how
Everything
hard.
he knows is there.
They don't.
However,
They
he's
don't.
been traveling, but you tell him he can't come unless it's for certain occasions, and that's where they got a problem with, man.
I got a feeling that I got a feeling that district attorney, like, that it may not be right away, but they're gonna find that district attorney's office on fraud later on, man. Like, cause
Right.
they're doing
But you know
some
what it takes is
outrageous
though,
things.
it takes what he says at the end for them to get a new district attorney for that to change.
where he's from, to have to go live somewhere else, that's offensive to me. I'm really offended by it.
Can you talk about? Oh, sorry, I thought you were. I was just saying, can you talk about your mom doing music and part of his conditions is that he can still make music, still do some performances. I know you said you were hoping to get back to that. What's happening?
Yeah, we're gonna get back to work. You know what I'm saying? You know, we're YSL loaded. I'm YSL loaded.
Huh.
You know, and in order for us to get back to our normal life, we got to put in some more work. We got to put in a lot of work, but the work that we need to do foremost for instead of Atlanta, Fulton County, we need to get rid of the poison that's in our system. And that's the district attorney office. So vote Courtney Kramer.
Courtney Kramer, that's her name.
Courtney Kramer. I support Courtney Kramer to the fullest.
And we support Courtney Kramer, man. He support her, I support her too, homie. Because
Who?
he knows
Hold
what's
on.
best
Is
for his
that the
town.
judge?
Nah, that's his dad.
No, who is Courtney Kramer?
Oh, the new, elections time right now. So that's the girl the lady that's running for district attorney.
So
She has a whole different view on it.
they basically want to get rid of what's her name?
Fannie
Fannie
Willis.
anyway.
Yeah, he ain't done talking. He says that she extorted him, man. So like the thing is, bro, that fight it wasn't just about Thug and it's messed up, but it was bigger than Thug, bro.
It was
And he's big.
partially about her emotions too, right?
No, it's about the Constitution. His dad's gonna speak on that too about the Constitution, bro. being infringed upon. See, because we have what they call a right of speech, freedom, what they call free speech.
Right.
Yeah, that was invasion of our Constitution, bro. You go back to that, man. That's what everybody's not realizing, man. It was about he's a big cat, man. But it
Hey,
was bigger than that. It
you
was
know another thing though too is the passion of his lawyer, bro. The passion that he had in this case. Like,
right,
for one thing is when they threatened to put him in jail, he was like,
right,
"All right, fuck it, let's do it. Just put me in the cell next to Thug or something." You know what I
right,
mean?
right, right, right,
Like
right, right,
he
right.
showed so much passion of going to fight this case, bro. I think he would have done it for free. You know what I'm saying? Had they had a relationship before him getting rich or whatever, I think he would have done this for free just because he was fighting a fight bigger than just the crooked town. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Because what let you know that they were wrong is when the judge even said at the end that, man, you hire so many people in that town, and
Right.
you can't help that some of the people that you hired were like bad apples. That's the whole point that we're trying to prove. That's the whole
You
point
can't.
that the
Yeah. Right.
case is trying
Right.
to
Right.
prove.
Right.
So
Everybody ain't good in the hood. So let me
exactly.
finish
So
playing this, bro.
he wasn't out here pulling the trigger and doing robberies and shit because he didn't
Right.
need the money.
He out doing
So
something else.
exactly.
And
So
she
like
was smart enough to recognize that. She was
it,
smart enough to know that there was some people that was long, the free ride, man. I call them cockroaches in the hood. Homies that ain't doing shit in their life, they see you buzzing through the hood, they may be on the bus stop and want to catch a ride with you, like a hitchhiker,
man.
bro. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? But
Yep.
you don't have nothing to do with what they did before you see them, before they got that ride, or after
Right.
they departed from you when you dropped them off, wherever you dropped them off at. You ain't responsible for that, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So
That's
it's
real
kind of
talk.
it's messed up that they're like, nah, if you doing this, you can't go around these people. That's that boule shit, bro.
It is.
Just peep that. That's that boule.
It
Job,
is, bro.
and it's not because of what she said about us. It's because she said that and she was in my company and never knew who I was. Absolutely true. What are your thoughts on his art being used against him? Not just the art, freedom of speech. Let's talk about his rights. We freedom of speech, man. How can you take a person's freedom of speech and say, now we're gonna tell you how you need to talk, how you supposed to talk?
That's all.
Who would feel
That's
comfortable with
that's
any
what I
of
was
us
saying.
on here
Freedom of
right
speech,
now
bro.
feel
That's what I was
comfortable
looking
with
for.
someone telling us
Man,
you
that's the
converted
white
from
that's
saying this? You can't say that.
excuse my language, but that's the white
What
man still
what did
holding
the
on to that
Constitution?
little bit of slavery that's left. They try to hold on to a little bit of that slavery.
He's gonna speak on that. That's crazy. Smart, bro. He's gonna say they said we didn't tore down monuments, statues, all kind of different stuff. We need to rewrite these laws, man.
and they're trying to hold on to any kind of
These young
authority that they
men,
have
all of
left.
these young
He
men,
gonna say that.
some of
Why?
us
Listen
too,
to it, bro.
all of us
He gonna
rights
say
are
that.
being violated because we're being dictated to on how we supposed to live, how we supposed to look, what we supposed to say. We have a constitution. When are we gonna start acknowledging our constitution? We
Right.
did away with supposedly, we did away with communism. I can't tell. I can't tell.
He said we done away with communism,
We
but I
took down
can't
a
tell.
statue. We tore up a flag.
Huh?
What about the laws?
Right. Look.
Let's change the
Hold on.
laws too.
He said we tore down.
I'm saying
We tore down the statue and took down a flag. That's the Confederate flag, right? So he's on point, man. We keep forgetting that, man. That doesn't. When we did them acts, it didn't just stop with them couple things we did. You know what I mean? There's some other things we still got to change too, bro.
we're gonna do away with it. Let's do away with all of it. Change the law. We're in a new day and time. Let's make the laws for the new day and time. Do you think it's there for change? I hope not. I wouldn't. But he's behind the 8 ball right now. So we're gonna have to justify something. We're gonna have to make some justification on how we got the narrator now. You know, and that's sad. That's sad. That a man should have to do that. That's his way of life.
You hit on the back days, if they happy, he's out, getting out. But they ain't gonna be able to see him, bro. Not under that light.
Huh? Yes. Definitely. Definitely. So we thank you guys. We do gotta head the right street. Wish that anybody else remaining on the case. Yeah. I definitely want to say something to the people that's left on this case, along with the people who are waiting to be charged. Keep your heads up. Keep fighting. Sooner or later, somebody gonna have to make a decision. We need to start making the people accountable that makes the decisions for us. So we need to put the right people in office. We need to start scanning the people that we vote for. And now that we have voting right now, it needs to be a presidential topic. It needs to be a topic about prison and
you know what, Trump,
reform.
Orange Man, he might speak on that. He already spoke on it
during their debates.
to the Fannie.
At the forefront of the presidential debates at this time. So, but the people got to make that decision. We got to make that. You know, and I'm gonna leave y'all with this. In any fight you go through in life, and anything that you have to deal with in life, you can't be scared. You can't be scared.
Fear gets you.
Man, you
Hold on, he ain't done. Ask him something else. He gonna speak on something else real quick.
In the words of John Lewis, get to your kids, fight to your grandkids, support them, tell them you love them, hug them, just be there. Just be there. And if you see something wrong, if you see something that's not just, say something. Get in good trouble. In the words of John Lewis, say something. Don't just sit there and let it happen if it's not your family. Don't wait till it's your family. If you see his family, anybody else's family, like the other guys that are still here, don't just stop coming because Thug is out. There's still other guys fighting for their lives. Still come, still support the others that are still here. Because we will. So we thank you guys. I will be informing you all later on the extortion that came to me from the DA office.
whoa.
I was extorted by the DA office.
Wow.
People ask me all the time,
Extorted by
Chris,
the
if you
DA's
could only take
office.
one supplement for the rest of your life, which one would it be? Answer.
He said it was extorted by the DA's office, bro. At the
That's
end.
gonna watch. That's gonna come back up. Watch.
Mm-hmm.
I promise you that. That's definitely gonna come back up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's gonna be. He's just gonna be the poster child, maybe for the change of their DA's office there. You know what I mean? He may be the. It took something to happen, bro, for that to even be changed. Because
Right.
to say this, if we didn't have a situation like his with the 153-day trial, 54-day trial, we wouldn't have. And it's actually still going, so can't even say 154-day trial. We're gonna say 100 and something day trial, right? If it wasn't for that, we wouldn't know that county was so crooked, bro. You
Didn't
know?
know now.
Yeah. You know what? It makes me not ever want to go to Atlanta right now.
I was just about to
Some
say
point in
that.
time, I want to check Atlanta out, bro,
I
because
was
I
just
heard
about to
about
say that, bro.
downtown and I think it's called the Underground, if I ain't mistaken. I wanted to go check that out real quick. Hood ass mall, right? But
Right.
after like seeing how they get down with that whole, I'm good, bro. I mean, they won't get one of my dollars ever, bro.
And
Long as
you
I'm
and you and you think of towns like that, right, where there's
right.
a high percentage of blacks, you would think that they would give a little bit of leeway, but they may be the man. They may be the worstest against torturing their own people, punishing their own people and stuff, man.
Without a doubt, because check this out, man. After hearing how Dennis was on there breathing heavy and how Gators was talking, I'm like, man, who would want to be in a city around brothers and sisters like that, bro?
And you see how they
Come
brought that
on,
lady.
man.
They brought that lady out. Man, that lady was sick as a dog. Man, they had her on the stand. She got a
Right,
breathing machine. Like, man, you brought this lady out of her peaceful home to come,
right,
like, where she's fighting for her life, and you brought her out of her home where she's fighting for her life. They had to come testify. You know what I'm saying? Which didn't look
man.
good at the end of the day, anyway. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right. Yeah,
Just
that's
all
bogus,
that.
man. That's dirty, man. That's some dirty lobster shit right there, Jack. I ain't gonna stunt, man. It don't get no dirtier than that, bro. Like they had a couple girls on there crying on the stand, bringing up their moms, rest in peace. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, man.
Um, it's messed up, bro. Like that whole county, man, is that DA's office crooked, man. And like they cops and stuff, bro. Like I'm listening to how these brothers is talking. Oh no, nah, man, I would never want to lay it down there, go down to the visit. I'm good, bro. Cause
Yeah,
the
bro.
way y'all are, y'all got people wired differently, man.
And it kind of makes me think about others. Remember how we would always talk about like going to a couple of the last chocolate cities left and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, damn, now I'm kind of scared of the chocolate cities, man, that are black ran. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Like, kind
good.
of.
Listen, bro. I'm good, bro. When I lived in the mill, you dig?
Mm-hmm.
That's the chocolate city, bro. Shout out to the mill, and it was definitely it gave me a good insight, good and bad, how other chocolate cities could be, bro, on a larger scale. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Like certain things that was in the bigger city, like Atlanta, was in the mill. And this is just a chocolate city, it's just not as big as Atlanta, but it's the same, almost the same get down though, bro. You know what I mean? Oh, they got the black boule there.
I'm pretty sure they do.
You know what I mean? I rubbed shoulders with a couple. Like I got into it a couple of them. I know that's what they were because um uh Megaton's brother-in-law, he played college ball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he was one, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was one, bro. And we got it. We had a situation, and me and him had words. You know what I mean? And so it's like at that time I didn't have the information I have now, and I'm glad I eventually left about that town because I would have had to watch brothers like that, bro. He was real. He's a real one, bro. Like far as on some, I could be grimy. I could get down, because out there, you could be from the hood and be a square. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's in them chocolate cities, bro, it's still segregation to a certain degree. So like, you know what I mean? Just because you're a square brother doesn't mean you ain't from the hood.
Right.
But how
Everybody.
now?
Everybody play their role in the hood.
Yeah. But what's your mentality still outside of that though? You know what I'm talking about? You could be from the north side, the east side, but
Mm-hmm.
are you a good person coming from these areas? What's your character?
Right.
That's what makes a difference, bro. But
That's that
I
makes a
run into
difference.
more good brothers out there, good sisters and stuff, and good of our good peoples out there, believe it or not, then I probably would, then you probably run into like in a bigger place like Atlanta or Chicago. You know what I'm
Man.
saying? You'll probably run into some real dirt bags, man, in the sense like you go to them bigger places before you run into good people. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? But Milwaukee was so like it wasn't too big, it wasn't too small. It's just about where you ended up at. And I ended up on the right side, bro, on the real east side. It don't get no realer than that, bro. And on the north side, but the real parts, the east and the north, though, not just anywhere. That's when actually from living out there, bro, because that city's kind of designed like any other metropolitan, right? Um, it let me know like what the low end symbolizes, like far as the low numbers and the high
Mhm.
numbers, like Second
Right.
Avenue, Fifth Avenue, First Avenue, or like 125th. Like when you get into the hundreds, You're outside of the downtown. You're not just right up on it. You know what I
Right.
mean? If you're on First or Second Avenue, you're downtown pretty much of any metropolitan. But I didn't really peep that until I
Every
moved here.
every it seems like every area in those cities has a different mood.
Oh yeah, without a doubt they do. They do. They do. I don't care where you at, bro. If you're a downtown brother, you're gonna be different than a brother maybe that just may be in the on the side of town, you know? Or
Yeah,
if you're in the suburbs, you're gonna be different than a brother that's on south side or the east side, north side, whatever, you know. Yeah, it symbolizes difference of people, bro. You know,
yeah, that's
but
true.
yeah, man, it's to each his own though. But yeah, man, they gonna have a change, man, because if they telling this dude what he can rap about, that if they gonna write that into his condition as parole, bro. Let's get back to that.
Not to mention, the dude is
You
really
know,
innocent. Then the judge knows it.
right,
The judge knows that
right,
he's innocent because if not,
right,
explain that speech that she had when he was being, when he was being sentenced or whatever, or
right,
if you didn't think he was innocent, look at the speech that you gave after the fact.
right,
You
right,
knew he
right.
was being innocent.
She said something, man. She said if you guys were going to cut him loose and let him walk out of here on the deal you had, why would I go and give him a harsh deal and time when this is what you wasn't going to do with the deal you made with him?
Sad, bro.
See what I'm saying? So she pretty
Yeah.
much the deal she gave him, he could get out. I mean, he's getting out. I think they just
Okay.
registered his time because if they apply the 2 years to the 5 years, that's all he had to do before he was cut loose. Right? He already did 2 years.
Yeah.
Um, if they do 2 for 1 for every day you do is 2 days, then him doing 2 years gives him 4 years. Him doing 2.5 years gives him 5 years. Simple math. Um,
It's
so
crazy.
he'll be out, believe it or not.
He's already out.
Oh
He,
yeah, well no, his dad said he's still at Rice Street. They about to go down there and handle that because still said something about him getting set up on house arrest. You see what I'm saying? So
I
it's
thought
a
they did all of
process.
that. I thought they did all that yesterday.
It's a process, bro. Because
Yeah.
you need people, but Miss Love said that they don't have no control on how the Department of Corrections calculates and registers and does the setup of their time and in and out of release and everything else. You know what I mean? They stepped away from that process. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now it's in the DLC. More or less.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. So I mean, he's pretty much gonna be out though, bro. If he ain't out, he's on his way on getting out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Crazy, man.
you
And
know,
I was listening to WAG 100 and them talk earlier. They were saying that what he should do is get together with Gunner and a couple of other artists and go on tour with him. You know what I'm saying? And because they didn't say that he couldn't tour. That's part of his job. That's what he does. You know what I'm saying? And
she said he could tour. He could still do certain things. It's just that and he can definitely still work with Gunner. However, he can't work with anybody that's gang affiliated, gang related. So it's just not that simple to put him on tour because now you're it's association from this person and that person. You know what I mean?
right,
You know.
yeah, it's crazy,
So
bro. It's definitely crazy.
what you think about? You mentioned Mac. What you think about that with when Nicki Minaj and Ray J getting into it, man?
I think that was a play, man. You can tell that they had talked to each other before. In fact, he was trying to be a fan. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to
Yeah, but I don't think
just
they
kind of
ever
probe him.
they from talking and passing being passing by each other, coming and going type thing. That's different than actually kicking a bubble, bro. I don't think she ever chopped it up with dudes per se like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Um, and I think she was really kind of like on his heels, bro. She was like really sending a lot of little shots at him. Like,
Yeah, she basically told that nigga come out the closet.
yeah, she did ask him that. And when he tried to get jiggy with it with her, she's like, "Don't, I am. Call me Miss Petty." In other words, like, man, I'll go there. I'll air your laundry.
Hey,
So like,
did you hear about Puff Daddy's kids running up on him?
yeah, but she wasn't with him trying to be hard with them because more or less she's saying, "Ain't you bisexual? Ain't you one of the down low brothers I'm talking about?"
Yeah, because he got a network. He got
You
a
know?
network that hires transgenders to do reality shows and stuff.
Right, right. Yeah, that's what the Zoo TV. I think that's the name of it, man. I don't watch that shit, man. He said some real fugazi stuff though, man. He said something about having being the first person to own a gay association or gay station or some shit where he
Yeah,
has a gay company, man. Come on, bro. Like, dude, like, it makes sense, bro, because he was on Big O, man.
that and he can't keep a
You know?
wife to say he can't keep a wife to save his life, man.
Yeah, but you think about it, he was on Big O, man, right? And he was
Yeah,
on there. That was at that time where that was that site for that, and we didn't know it.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
We
Big
didn't
O,
know that.
I would say Big O may be a high percentage of transgenders, man. And they a lot of them hide it. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
There's still people that haven't showed their face on here and shit because of that.
right, right, right. And it works both ways to male and female. You know what I'm talking about? Like it ain't just one way, right?
Right.
Because like we'll see the prospect females be like, nah, that may be a switch.
Yeah, that might be a dude. You know what I
That
mean?
may be a switch. No offense, but to each his own. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But
it seems like you got levels of the transgenders. You got the ones that are
right,
proud transgenders.
right.
Then you got the ones that are still in the closet, that
Right.
haven't came
And
out
see,
the
the thing
closet yet.
is, I don't have no issue. Like, if somebody comes out and be like, da 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 da, then I give them respect for that. Like, okay, that's who whatever. To each his
Yeah,
own.
just don't
But
sneak no bullshit on me, man.
when you gotta figure out and find out, and it's kind of like, man, come on, man, that's what I don't respect, and that's what I don't like. So
Cause I always like to say, man, that like the dyke females, the ones that that try to be men, those are the coolest, loyalest motherfuckers I ever met in my whole life, bro. I wouldn't lie to you.
right,
They are
right,
they are fucking loyal. They
right,
they're not trying to hide what they're trying to be. You know what I'm saying?
right. You
And
talking about when you say dyke, you talking about like a stud. That's what you're saying.
stud, pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Stud ones, yeah. Them are
Yeah.
the loyal ones, man. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right, 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 right,
But
right,
there's a certain part about that I don't like. I don't like how society now is pitting that stuff in our kids' face, man. They're pushing it down our kids' throats and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
right,
There's no telling how many people have been changed because of how much that stuff was forced upon their kids. You know what I'm saying?
right,
And it ain't
right,
cool. And
right,
Nisha's daughter, man, she's like that now. You know what I mean? But but I think it's become that way because of growing up in this time of life, this kind of like a reality show. You know what I'm saying?
right,
The time that we living in right now, bro, it's like a reality show, especially to these kids that sit back and they watch TV all the time, and they don't go outside much. They on their phone all the time. Their world is right there in the palm of their hands. You know what I'm saying, and on their phone and shit, and
right,
it gives you idle time to choose. What you want
right,
to be. What the things that you want to be in life, and it's not hard for them to make a choice to do something like that now because it's always in their face. You know what I
right.
mean?
Well, society tells them they can be who they want to be, whether it's good or bad. You know, you got GTA influence, video games,
Right.
stuff like that, right? And
Right.
anything that's a visual contact is an influence too. It ain't
Mm-hmm.
just it ain't not putting no names on it. Like far as anything particular, it's just anything that's visual, anything that's audible, right? So that does have an influence on our peoples, bro, because we're a social being. You see what I'm saying? That's the
Right.
one thing the judge did say with Thug's case about the influence, and you can't even
Mm-hmm.
argue that, bro. If our youngins are being shown certain things and certain type of behavior, they'll pick up on it and think that's how they're supposed to act, and that's what's cool.
Right.
But
Because
then
of
the
the true
illusion
game.
and the mirage is that on the back end of it, that's not even how it works. It was all a dream. It was just a hoax. But
Right.
their young mind don't know that and don't comprehend that, bro. That's the foolery.
Especially
She
like
said something else that was real too. Hold on. She said something else that was real. She said it reminds me of the old school 1980s WWE with the wrestlers.
the wrestlers, yeah,
That
exactly.
none of it was real, bro. It was
And,
real
and
thing. It was all a bunch of hot smoke. They'll come out backstage fired up. Like man, damn, them dudes really into it. But then behind the scenes, they doing cocaine together, they drinking together, they hanging out, they at each other's house. They really cool. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Come
it
on,
was
man.
really a
Sleep
place
on
where
it.
you can. It was really a place where you can be what you wanted to be at,
Right,
where,
right,
where
right,
you can
right,
be what you wanted to be. You
right,
know what I mean?
right,
And
right.
it was a little weird, man, in those times. And it had a lot of kids our age brainwashed by that stuff. I was brainwashed by it.
So
You know
like
what I mean?
just imagine this though, bro. From a level of like the honorable judge, what they call her, Paige Whitaker, and people like maybe even to Miss Love, right? They're living on the upper level. They're not dealing with nobody on the down level, on the bottom, right? The lower self, right? Some of us
Right,
in the hood, right? They're not dealing in that at all whatsoever, right?
right,
So when they do encounter that, it's real strange and odd to them, bro. You know what I'm talking about?
right.
It's kind of like that, bro. It's a comparison to that, man. You know what I mean? Like when we get like further off down the road, we're gonna look at it like it's the same thing, bro. How we view that is really the same thing as now. When you get to them neighborhoods, bro, where a lot of them come from, we ain't seen no probably like that, bro, in our times till when we were younger. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's to me that's something new to me, man. We didn't see that. We grew up in a time where it was strong to be, to practice being the man. You know what I'm saying? You didn't see.
Right,
It was like a side of weakness to try to be. Excuse my language, to everybody, but to be, trying to run around here and be gay and shit,
right,
and
right, right, right,
act
right,
feminine. It was,
right,
you seen more people stick their chests out back in those
right,
days.
right,
They
right, right,
had
right,
this
right,
certain walk. They had this certain dress that, that made you look more manly. But
right,
nowadays,
right, right,
man, it went down to the skinny jean era. You know what I mean? That's what made more people comfortable with that stuff, man. And no, that era didn't stay around long because it just wasn't something that was practical to our people and stuff.
right, right,
I mean, but
right,
it came and it went. Just like any
right.
of the other eras. But it always goes back to the more manly era for because there's more stronger alpha males out there in our times. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
I'm talking about like the influence, bro. Like for instance, when you look at the videos that we watch, the music we listen to, right?
Mm-hmm.
I looked at some old school '90s videos, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, when I look back at them old school '90s videos, bro,
Mm-hmm.
there were kids that like TLC. They had a song, "Age Ain't Nothing But a Number," right?
Right.
Or no, ain't too proud to beg, right? They were singing to kids, bro. 11 years old, 12 years old, 13 years old. How old was Aaliyah, bro?
She was around what time? You talking about the time that she was dating when she was dating R. Kelly?
She's the one that actually did Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. That was Aaliyah.
Yeah, but it depends on what era you was talking about. Well, she died young anyway.
Right, that's what
Um,
I'm saying. So how young was she when she was singing these provocative songs?
she had to be 15, 16.
See what I'm saying?
She was
So
young
people
enough
that
to
so
where
so like her audience, bro, if you look at her shows, her audience was like 13-year-olds, 12-year-olds, 11-year-olds. That's crazy, bro. But at that
yeah,
time, it was normal. It was could be normal at that time for us because we were them people. We were them youngest.
right. And if you think about it, just imagine how many kids her age were brainwashed to think it was okay to date an adult. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because of that song, bro.
And that mentality. You know what I mean? The whole
Right,
mentality. You know what I'm
right.
saying? And man, that stuff will get a young man killed thinking like, if you nigga, you think that you can date my you think that you can date my 15-year-old daughter, nigga, and think that the parents of my, I'm gonna be cool with
So
it. Nigga,
so
you
now
got a
check
whole
this out. You see how we have a problem with the influence them songs may have had on the youngest of our time or this period, right?
right,
Now, that's the same problem that the court has with the songs that Doug made for the city, bro, and for the rest of the world. Now, it's wrong for us to tell somebody what to say and how to say it, right?
right,
But it's wrong for us to tell somebody else that maybe they should just change how they're doing what they do. Maybe it should have been a suggestion and not if you don't, you'll get in trouble. Maybe it should have just been a suggestion, not a not something that's mandatory, bro. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah, yeah, that's real.
Maybe they
Yeah,
should just suggested that he changes the type of music he do, and I told him he had to. And that's maybe what
exactly.
we need to talk about, bro. Maybe they
Because
should have
then
just
you starting
suggested the
to,
shit, bro. You know what I mean? Okay,
then
listen,
you
Mr.
starting
Thomas.
to,
Mr. Thomas, we want you just to change this. Just change this about what you do. You know what I mean? Okay, I get you. Bam. But to tell a person you have to or else, that's a difference, bro.
and think about it. Wonder if you're dealing with a person that's the only thing that they know how to make. Wonder if that's the only style that he can adapt to. Then what?
That's not what they saying. That's they don't know. They don't care about the logistics of that, bro. You know what I'm talking about? That's how the machine's being around his machine, right? They're not caring
Right,
about how his vehicle is being driven. You know what I'm talking about?
right,
Like some vehicles, I believe, if you don't drive them a certain way, they may not drive right.
definitely right,
I could be
man.
wrong about that though, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I drive my vehicle. I think that the way I think that it drives the best, which is the way I drive it. I drive it a certain way. If you got in my vehicle, you ain't gonna drive my vehicle the same way. If I got in your vehicle, I'm not gonna drive it the same way you drive it, bro.
And that's what I be telling Shamar too. Like, bro, I don't like the way you drive my car, bro. Like, and you may feel like it may be normal to you, but you may feel like I drive fast, but that's the way I feel comfortable. But you're only
Right,
gonna feel comfortable the way you drive your car. You know what I'm saying?
right, right,
If
right,
somebody gets in your car and they slam the hell out of your doors, you know what I'm
right,
saying? Like that's like
right.
the worst pet peeve right there.
Right, I can't
Bro,
stand that, bro. I can't
I can't
stand that.
stand it either.
We talked about that, bro. Like, why are you slamming my door?
Yeah,
That's real. That's like a real huge sign of disdain, of hate, of just straight
disrespect.
blatant hate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I have to tell a
That's what
lot
I
of
take
people
it
that.
as, bro. You know what I mean? Because you won't get in a vehicle. It's okay. Okay, say you got in your vehicle, slam your door like that, right? Do your shit like that. Don't do mine like that, though.
Exactly. But
You know?
you notice it's the people that don't have they don't have vehicles. You know what I'm saying? Those are the ones that you have to always warn about stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
It's hate.
It's
Don't like
hate.
why you hating on my shit, man? Like, damn, man, come on, man. Then you do it right in front of me though. Then I'm not supposed to say nothing, right?
Yeah, it's person that
Okay.
it's person that they call them tire kickers and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right,
You,
right,
you,
right,
you
right,
want to
right.
come
I didn't
around?
know. I didn't know I know they had their own saying and shit. Tire
Yeah,
kickers,
man.
huh?
you want to be a tire kicker and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
that shit ain't cool. You want to destroy my
Right.
car. You want to hide and destroy my car. You know what I mean? To where you think
Right.
that I can't see it, but I notice it,
Right.
bitch, because that's my car, and my car speaks to me in certain ways and shit.
Right.
My
Right.
car is
Right.
basically telling me that he don't like when you in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. I don't like how you treat you treat it, nigga. Straight up.
Man, for
Man,
real, man.
people, man. Straight up. Hey,
People
but
are crazy.
so yeah, man, that's
I
where I'm
think
at with it, man.
I think this thing that happened with Young Thug should be a real big lesson to to our people, bro. That ain't it. Young Thug's not it,
Right.
bro.
Right.
We have been tortured again. You know what I'm saying? We have been
What you mean?
colonized
What you
again.
mean? What you mean? What you mean? Young Thug not it? What you mean by that, bro?
There's more people to come that are going to be overcharged.
Hey,
And
shout out to the 3 viewers that we have up in here. Appreciate that. Whoever
yeah,
you are, I don't know
definitely shout out.
who's up in here. Asinar, I don't know who else. Put
Austin,
your name up in the comments if you up in here still. Yeah,
the Pope, and Allen. Those are the people that are in here, but I
yeah.
don't
What
know if
up,
they're
y'all?
still here.
But yeah,
But
what was you saying though?
I feel like Young Thug isn't the last man, and they basically put him on a stage for the people to watch him be tortured to teach other people to be scared. Before you
So that was a public whooping then, huh?
as a public whooping, man, they tortured that dude. They fucking they did him like slavery times. You know what I'm saying? In front of all his
Right,
peers. You know what I mean? And
right.
you can tell the look in his face, man. I wish that they can show like a timeline of the way he looked over
That's
from
fucked
first
up.
year all
And
the
that's,
way to
hey,
the
hey, bro,
last.
it
You can
ain't
see
funny, man. It ain't funny, man. So forgive me for laughing, though. Forgive me for laughing. But you hit it. It's almost like it reminds me like the movie Get Out when he spoke.
like
I
the,
said,
like
"Oh man,
I may try to do that, like try to go over like all of his different court dates of like how the changes in his face look. You know what I mean?
right,
At the beginning, it was more. He looked like he was scared for his life. Then he
right,
started getting a little bit more comfortable, so you start seeing him gain weight. You know what I mean? Notice his
right,
face getting a little bit fatter to the
right."
point where he got tired. He's starting to get tired. He's coming to court looking like he's burned out. You know what I mean? And that kind of gave you the idea that he's about used to it, after 2 years or whatever, you know what I
So they
mean?
broke
Like
him down up in there, the CEOs and all, punished him.
they broke him, dog. The lawyer said that all of that fucking that conduced food was tearing them up, man. That what do they call it? Processed food. You know what
Processed
I'm saying?
food, right,
They said it was tearing him. He gained like 77 pounds or some shit like that, and but it got to the point where he was stressing before though. When he first got in there, he couldn't eat, and
right.
he was stressing, and probably scared for his life at the time. You know what I'm saying? And over time, I guess is what they call programming. He started
Right,
programming,
right.
learning how to program,
And that's a part of breaking them is a program, bro. That's messed
and
up, man.
that's what they do to slaves.
Right,
They
right,
keep
right,
you
right.
scared, and they whip you to the point where you get used to being whipped. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And
right, right. It's messed
eventually,
up, bro, because that's why we didn't kept ourselves out of certain places in America, bro, like in the South.
mhm,
Because we ain't going, bro.
right,
However, it's still a hard fight in our system because systematically they got something else to break brothers. You know what I mean?
right,
You know what I mean? Like far as they got their own way of doing it in this system out here. It's just to see it
mhm.
happen there. It's
It was
like, man,
scary
come on, man, come
because
on, bro. We
you would think that down south is like supposedly the home to where blacks came from. You know what I'm saying? So
right,
in your heart, in your mind, you
right,
think that they would be more kinder and they would be
right,
a little bit lighter. You know what I mean?
Right.
maybe not, bro. Maybe they may be the worst place, man. Some places, man, like down south. I remember like when I was in Texas at those 2 years or whatever, and they would always have this saying that this town is like they're slow. That town is slow. They're years behind California. You know what I'm saying? With
Right.
dress, with the way they
Right.
talk, their attitudes. You know what I mean? It's like they
Right.
were behind in time and shit. And
Right.
I used to think like, man, that can't be possible. How could as big as this world is, how
Right.
can one state be behind in times? You know what I'm saying? But it actually is, bro. They're behind in music. They're behind in the dress code. Shit, they're behind in pretty much everything. You know what I mean? And that's nothing to say against.
Right. 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 Right.
But no, it may be bad. I remember once upon a time, man, we would talk about, you know, uh, we need more black police officers. But it's something about that police force that changes the black man, when he comes to the police force. Remember, I was telling you that Indiana Precious' brother was, is a sheriff and he works at the police station. And he used to be kind of a cool little nigga. I remember I used to see the nigga back in the days when I would go to Indiana Precious' house, and he was kind of a cool nigga. But
Right.
that place actually changed him, man. It turned him into a person that's fighting to catch up to the white man's ways. You know what I mean?
Right.
You want to be buff like them. You want to be arrogant like them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
it's sad to say that the system does need more black police officers for the sake of how they treat their own or whatever. But
Right.
what does that system actually do to our type of people once they get you in there? Do they teach you how not to abide to your own people? You know what I'm saying? What does that system actually
Well,
do to
when you
our
get in
people?
there, you don't have no rights no more. Now you're not a complete citizen.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So that's where it changes at, bro. You don't have no complete rights, bro, when you're in that system.
that's
You
that's
know?
why I believe that eventually they're gonna do away with humans as police officers, man. They're gonna bring in robots to be police officers, and people that don't believe
Right.
that, people that think that's far fetched, you gotta look and see what Elon Musk is doing, man. He's building robots, you know what I'm saying, that are smart as hell. And if you don't think that they can build a robot that can take the police of a human,
Right.
you're way off, because the thing that the biggest problem that they're having is a police officer that brings his work to his home to work. He
Right.
may have had a bad day at work. He may have had a problem with his wife at home.
Right.
That's
Right.
going to
Right.
affect how he treats you. And think about it. If you got a robot that's a police officer, right? He's
Hold
not
on
going
one
to have
second, bro. Hold on one second, bro.
all right.
Go ahead, keep talking though, man.
If you have the way they feel is if they have a robot that's a police officer, he's not going to get emotional. He's not going to bring his problems from home to deal with people at work. You know what I'm saying? Just think, if you got a officer that's a robot, he's going to ask for your license, and you could cuss him out, and it's not going to hurt him. It's not going to hurt his feelings. It's not going to affect on how he's going to treat you. He's just going to be there to do his job. But human officers, they have too much invested into, they have too much feelings invested into their job and stuff, and it affects how they treat the consumer or the person. You know what I mean? And that's
You
something
get it
that
right the first time, the consumer.
yeah, it, they're actually getting tired of it, man. A lot of officers, they have been letting a lot of officers go. When the
Right.
technology went up with all these cameras, they let a lot of officers go because they
Right.
don't have that many officers to be in the street no more, because they got cameras to do a lot of the work and stuff for them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, yeah, I think there's going to be a change, dog, in the next 10 years with the police officers and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right, no doubt. Yeah, you right about that, bro.
Do you think it's needed? What do you think about that?
No, it was nah. I agree with everything you just said, bro. Robots. It is.
Yeah,
It don't matter what I think about. It's what's gonna happen. It's the future.
yep. They already said that eventually they're gonna those robots are gonna take a lot of people's jobs. And that's including the police. That's including the warehouse workers. They already got robots that deliver food and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I seen where my last crib was, right.
Hmm.
This dude had shot this other dude, right,
Yeah.
and it was some youngins, right. It was three of them or whatever.
Right.
They ran up in the complex, and then they went in his apartment and hid. And then eventually, the SWAT team came out there, and they called him out on the megaphone. They called him out, come
Damn.
out, right?
Yeah.
They didn't come out. They didn't just want to go up in there. So the next day they came,
Hmm.
and then now they came, and now they like double the force now. You know what I mean? They were there that night. So they surrounded the place. They sent the drone up in there, bro, right to dude's door, arrest him. Blew the door down with the drone.
Man, that's what
Look,
Brick
blew
Baby.
the drawer down with the drone with the drone, bro. Simple as
That's
that.
what Brick Baby said they did to his house when they raided his house. They sent
Right.
drones to the window. They sent a robot to the door, and they threw flash grenades to his window and stuff. Like,
Yep.
damn, what did this nigga do? You know what I'm saying?
Simple as that.
Crazy,
Yep.
bro. Hey, what do you think
No
about?
time for the shenanigans.
Yeah, none whatsoever. They're not gonna have. They don't
Right.
want no more. Their officers to get hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They're done with that. Them days is over with, bro. I ain't mad at
Yeah.
it.
They done sent. They done sacrificed dogs. They'll send a dog up in there to
They
come
ain't doing
drag
that no
you
more.
out there.
They got a drone dog now.
Yeah, yeah, drone dog. Damn, that's crazy as hell. Damn. Nah,
Yeah.
so man, what do you think, man, about the future of Young Thug's career and his music content?
Well, no, it's it's the same thing. It's the same thing they did with Ti.
Hmm.
Similar, similar to what they did with Ti.
Broken.
Well, they had them do the Crime Stoppers, the intervention, talk to the kids at school and all that. And then after maybe a decade in Ti, that kind of was behind him. Now he was back on to something else, doing movies and stuff like that. So now he got 15 years to replenish himself, man, and create a whole nother image. And just that's what it do, you know. I mean, he
Yeah,
got his girl Mariah the scientist, I believe that's her name. She's pretty cold. He got other artists too, man, that's gonna be
I
coming
heard.
out.
I heard they're already working on
I
a
mean,
tour already with her, Gunner, Ti, some other people too, man.
right. I can see that.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, because he still want to work with Gunner, so he don't have no. There's not no ill will, I don't think, between him and Gunner, man.
We'll see.
No, he said it. They said something about he could still work with him and everything else. But like far as like Woody and all them, they're far removed from him
Well,
now.
I know that they said that, but how's he gonna feel about working with him? You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, he's cool with it, man. He's cool with it. You know,
Hey,
I
speaking of
don't think
Young
he's holding
Thug,
no grudge with Gunner, man.
hey, speaking of Young Thug, remember the interview that Young Thug had before he went to jail? It's
Right.
like sometimes these rappers, man, they predict themselves, dog. Like they say something that can affect their future. Like he had said in that $1 million worth for game interview with Gillian Wallow that the talk about snitches and stuff like that was real heavy in that interview, and him and some of his affiliates were saying that, oh yeah, Young Thug, he could smell a snitch from a mile away, and some of the people that were in that interview, shit, he had his whole crew in there, and these are some of the people that took the stand. These are some of the people that said to the judge,
He
"Yeah,
said he
why
couldn't
is
smell none of them, or he knew
He's
it, or he knew they would.
he said that he's a fucking a rat smeller. Like he could smell a rat from a mile away and shit. So now looking back on that old interview, it's like, man, your fucking rat senses ain't that good. Your rat senses wasn't as good as you thought they were. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's crazy. And that was a good interview, man. That $1 million worth of game interview, man. He had the whole crew in there. He had Gunner. He had all them fools in there. All the ones that took the stand, dog. He had them all in that mug, man.
Right.
They were all there. You know what I mean? Shit, I can't go, man. How much do you think his interviews are gonna be worth? Whoever gets that first interview, they're probably gonna pay a ransom, a fucking ransom to get that fucking first interview, dog. And it's gonna be worth it. You know what I'm saying? He he probably spent a lot of money on lawyer fees, bro, trying to paying for
If
that.
I was him, I wouldn't put it with nobody but myself.
You mean like start his own platform and tell his own story?
Yeah.
That would be a good idea. That would be that way he would have more creative control over his interviews. And even doing that, you can still go out and do interviews with other platforms and charge them a fucking ransom. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That definitely would be a good idea. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Shit, so what do you think about this Young Thug, not Young Thug, but Lil Durk trial, man? I see some people
Well, he
online.
did it. He did a good interview with Gilly and Wallow,
Yeah, he did a
and
good one too.
Wallow told him like, man, some of y'all ain't gonna be here. That's in this room ain't gonna be here next year.
He told the
And
truth. He told the truth again,
same thing, man. Same thing with when Thug went on there. Same predictions. You
man.
know.
And Gilly, he really fucking like he was really trying to get a point across to them dudes, man. He like broke down in tears, you know what I'm saying, telling them like, no, you gotta let some of this beef go because I forgave my own brother's killer and shit. You gotta let them fools go, or you're not gonna be here to you're not gonna be around to reap the rewards and shit. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
look what happened. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Hey, do you think that All right, just think about this for a minute. Wonder if Lil Durk really didn't do all of the stuff that they're accusing him for, right? Wonder if this is just miscommunication, you know what I'm saying, due to the music. He got a song called Uber Tags, you know what I'm saying? And he pretty much laid out like the whole story that they think, like the story that he told in that song. It seems like they listened to that song and they use that song as their source of evidence. You know what I'm saying?
Of
Wonder if
course.
they were all wrong. You know what I'm saying? And just went by, the attention that he was grabbing and the information that some of these media sources were putting out there. You know what I mean? Wonder if they just went off of that
Right. I don't think so.
because they're already saying that. Remember the guy Jam, the
I mean, did he write that song? Now we got with that. Let us get into something else. Did he write that song? Was it co-written? You know what I
yeah,
mean?
no,
That's
he
why it's
wrote that
hard.
song. He wrote it. But OTF Jam, he's the one that has been accused for wearing the wire. Somebody said that he put out a statement that that he's gonna sue anybody that said that he wore a wire. You know what I'm saying? That
Right.
um, the the media sources all made that stuff up. You know what I'm saying? Because if you think
Right.
about it, if he really wore a wire, they're gonna protect his name, dog. So how could any of these fake paperwork readers know that he wore a wire if he really did wear it? If he wore a wire, trust me, there's no way that anybody's gonna find out. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Right.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah, man. I don't think he wore a wire. I think his phone, his communication. He got a lot of videos with him, bro. So everything like that's just all right there. You know what I mean? There's not no wire to be wore. You know?
Nowadays, nigga, that cell phone is a wire shit,
That's what
and
I'm
motherfuckers
saying,
don't even
bro.
know it.
So like wearing a wire. Nah, he don't have to, bro. The phone. He
Yeah,
walked to the room. That motherfucker's right there. You know. So
yeah. For one, the motherfuckers pick up them cell towers to pick up your location and shit, so they can
right,
use that to follow him. Especially he's like his right hand man and his security also. So, bam, that's the way to trace anywhere that he went. Especially him being on parole still. You know what I'm saying? After doing 12 years. You know what
right,
I mean? So yeah, that's a little weird.
right.
But shit, yeah, man. What's next, man? Like, what's next in the media? What's next in the media that's big? That's going on right now.
Man, there's a lot of stuff going on, man. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on, bro.
See, we invested a lot of time in this in videos and this Young Thug trial, man. What's next? You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about that this morning, dog. Like, damn, I
Everybody,
forgot.
oh no, it's still the same program. I still got other stuff to do, man. Like that's not, I'm gonna still be doing like similar because there's so much stuff going on, bro. It's just, but it's time consuming anything that you're investing in. You know what I mean? So
Right. Yeah, because
yeah,
I got a lot of fucking Young Thug trial videos, you know what I'm saying? Some of them
right,
did good, some of them didn't do so good. But now I'm
right,
thinking, like, fuck, since the trial is over, I had, like, this trial went so long and I had so much time invested into this trial that it kind of took over my YouTube channel almost, you know what I'm saying?
right.
And
Now
it's
that,
like,
yeah, a lot of built a lot of stuff for people. You know what I mean? A lot of people got went viral off of stuff from there. You know what I mean? Off what they
so, I,
created. Some got a
so,
lot of subscribers. You know me.
yeah.
Yeah. So
So the next big thing that we probably be working on probably is like the Diddy trial and maybe the little Dirk trial. You know what I'm saying? Depends on how much
yeah, that's what
media
I'm saying.
play.
There's other stuff going on, bro. So it's like you got to stand. You got that coming up. You got Keefy D. All that. Uh, there's some stuff, man. It ain't just Lil Durk. I mean, you got some stuff, man. So
You know what? For some reason, um,
right.
the Keefy D stuff hasn't really been in the media as much, man. Why you think that?
I was just thinking, bro. His trial was supposed to start. It was supposed to start last month, if I ain't mistaken. That's what I was just thinking about, bro. It was supposed to start last month, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know if it got pushed. I think it got pushed December, bro, for some reason.
But I'm wondering like how come it isn't getting as much media play as this Young Thug trial,
Because there's not really much media play. I mean, he doesn't have no high-end lawyer. He don't have no.
and
He's
that's
still,
what it is. He got a
yeah,
public defender,
yeah. So that's a factor too. You know what I mean? That's a
and
determining fact.
this case is
Part
going on 30. That case is going on 30 years old.
right, right,
That could be a big factor in it too. And for like at the beginning,
Right.
Vegas really didn't want nothing to do with this case because it happened in the time of they were building Vegas up to be like a family friendly place, and they didn't want like the people that came to visit there to think that this is what Vegas is about. So at the time, they kind of put it on the back burner. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
Right. 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 Oh, hold on,
I
bro.
don't know
Go
what
ahead.
changed. I
Now go
don't know
ahead.
what changed. I don't know what changed out there to make them start working. Start really getting on that case. You know what I'm saying?
So this case
Cause
can't be intertwined with Puff's case.
yeah.
You know
You
what I'm
think
saying?
Puff case may interlude with this case? You think they may bring him in on that too? You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I heard somebody say that Keefe D case may be like a trifecta. It may have something to do with um, him, P Diddy, and some other celebrity also. Oh yeah, Reggie Wright also. You know what I'm saying? Like it may be like a trifecta that brings in other people and shit, like other celebrities.
Yeah, no, I can. Yeah.
P Diddy case is probably gonna be longer than this Young Thug trial, man.
Right up. You gonna give us one like up in here, man. Yeah, I'm in this line. I'm gonna hit you on your line, bro.
All right,
Yeah.
you gonna end it?
Yeah.
All right.